Welcome back to class. This class is going to cover vinyl industrial fabrics. What they are, how they're made, what they can do. Okay? You have vinyl. Everybody says, oh yeah, that's plastic, that's rubber. It's actually a vinyl. There are a few rubber byproduct industrial fabrics out there, usually used in tensile structures, but not run into that often. Vinyl material is made in a laminate formation. It has a pattern inside that is not a cloth. It's called a scrim. It looks like a fishnet, okay? And what that does is that supports the weight on a hot day of the vinyl so it doesn't sag. You don't want that. So you have a top layer, you have a bottom layer, and you have a scrim in the middle, and presto changeo, you stretch the material and it stays that way on a hot day. It's laminated together. That's why sometimes vinyl is referred to as laminates. Now, vinyls can be 100% colorized all the way through with a permanent color. They can also be white on one side, colored on the other side. When you find a fabric like this, a little light has to go off in your brain. What does this mean? It means, could this be eradicable? Eradicable means to remove, eradicate. And what would you want to remove? A lot of times on this particular material, the vinyl laminate, it's called an eradicable, and there's an ink on the top side. That ink is put on there for cosmetic reasons to get the color you want so you have the type of material you want for your basic awning, okay? Why would you want to remove that ink or eradicate it? When you put graphics on, you want the true color of the graphics to come through. A backlit awning is one that's lit up at night, light shows through, and the color comes out nice and bright, okay? That's why it's white on one side, colored on the other side, so you have half the color to go through, so you need less luminescence underneath, less lighting, in other words, to get the same bright color. Now, you have a yellow graphic. If you stick a yellow graphic on a blue substrate, when the lights go on, yellow and blue make green. That's kind of frowned on if you want yellow graphics. So what you have to do is you have to remove the ink that's applied to the top side. And it's real easy to test for. Here we have a sample of Cooley. It's from Cooley Bright. It's one of the most famous eradicable fabrics there is out there. You simply get yourself a pint of xylene or toluene, get yourself some Q-tips, wet down with a little drop the vinyl, touch it, we'll go to the blue again, touch it, rub it, see right there, presto changeo. It comes off on the end of the tip. The ink comes off. All the way, you can remove it all the way. It's on the end of the Q-tip. You know it's eradicable. This is a simple eradication test with xylene or toluene. They will not hurt the vinyl. They're not used for cleaning. And you do the test in a small, unseen place, out of sight. You don't want the owner to come back, oh, what's that dot up there? You ruined my awning. That really upsets them, okay? So you know how to identify an eradicable. Why you have to do this is because the inks sometimes, if not maintained on a regular basis, they have to be cleaned and sealed, which is what their warranty says, on a regular basis. If they're not maintained on a regular basis, they oxidize, just like a car left out in a wheat field. You rub your hand on it and there's the ink on your hand. On a white paper towel, you can do the same thing, get the ink off. That's a no-no. So they have to be cleaned and sealed on a regular basis. And cleaning them with the correct chemicals, cleaning them with the right strength, with the right equipment. You don't want to use a strong brush and scratch the ink. So when the lights go on, you see all these scratches up there. Oh, it's terrible. You want to seal them with a sealer that will not remove the ink. Some of these sealers out there are so oily, shall we say, that it will actually lift off the ink. So you got to be careful on that, okay? So that basically covers vinyl, gives you a little understanding of what to look for.